Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jorge Santana.
How are you, Al?
Fine, how are you?
Okay.
How did the name Milo come about?
We were at college out in San Jose, out in California. We decided we were going to change the recent name we had, and a girl came up and started making fun of our name, and she came up with Malo.
I understand that at one point in your career, all you guys dyed your hair blonde and you carried surfboards. And things
Well,
like
no,
that.
no. Well, see, that was the fun. The name was the Malibus.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody, told us that we should dress like surfers. And that was the point of changing the name, because everybody made fun of it. And we changed it to Malo. And it was worked fine so far.
You know, the Latin rock thing is really happening, not only in this country, but all over the world these days.
It's helped. It's catched a lot. And more, a lot of groups are beginning to use more of the percussion using Latin. So I hope it really comes out good.
Well, it's really catching on. As a matter of fact, it's standard equipment in most recording studios. I think they call it a Latin kit.
Right. That I didn't know.
Yeah, they have so many different instruments, that gives you the unique sound that you guys are doing. But, in spite of that, I find that your sound is a little different than the other Latin rock groups. Why is that?
Well, the cowbell, for example, is a rhythm. There's rhythms you can do, or you can just play just time on it. And it's all how you've been playing the cowbell. I've been playing it a lot with standard Latin music, so I can put the cowbell mostly changing it just from keeping time.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends how you play it. Maraca is the same thing, the guido. They're all very good.
Hey, listen, we're going to be rapping to you later on this week, and you will drop by again, won't you?
Definitely.
That's Jorge Santana of Malo. And I'm Al G, reminding you that it pays to go to meetings in the Army Reserve. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is Jorge Santana of the world-renowned group Malo. Welcome to the show.
How are you, Al?
I'm fine. How's yourself?
Fine. Happy to be here.
Are you on tour now?
No, we're out here just doing a few recordings and commercials.
Ah.
So we're up here on more or less more business than doing concerts.
Well, you're going to get a little pleasure, and I'm sure, before it's all over.
Oh, definitely.
How many members are in the group?
I have 9 musicians in the band. They consist of 3 horns, and 2 trumpets, a trombone, drummer, conga player, myself, guitar, bass, organ, and a lead singer.
I imagine when you guys first got together, you must have found it difficult to make enough money to pay that many musicians.
It was rough. I started with 11. 10, now I have 9.
Yeah.
And if everybody's willing, it's there. I mean, because we got to sacrifice a little bit. And that hasn't been the problem up to right now. I mean, as far as surviving the whole band, we've been doing pretty good.
I imagine you have, because there are many Latin rock bands out there today, as you probably know.
They are. I don't know if you've been to the West Coast, but there's plenty over there.
Really?
I mean, right here is Latin music a lot.
Yes, there is.
But they're not like in San Francisco, Right there where they have a lot of Latin rock bands. And they're just waiting to get in there and cut a record and, get moving.
How did you get your first opportunity to record?
We had the manager who brought the band to a producer, because we didn't go straight to the radio or to the record company. We went to the producer, and the producer went to the Warner Brothers, and that started the whole thing. And everybody liked it, even the producer to Warner Brothers. And here we are.
Hey, I'll tell you what, you're going to come back again with us later on this week, and let's continue the conversation.
Okay.
That's Jorge Santana of Malo. And I'm Al G, reminding you that it pays to go to meetings in the Army Reserve. We're speaking with Jorge Santana of the group Malo. Let me welcome you back to the show.
Happy to be here, man.
It's always a pleasure to rap to you, man, especially when we start talking about Latin rock music.
Really?
That's one of my favorites.
I love it.
In your act on the stage, is there any choreography at all, or is you guys just lay back and groove with music?
No, we changed. We had just the music happening. Now we did not put no triadics or anything like that. What happened was we just playing, and now I have 3 people in the back of the stage, which is the horns. Every time they take a solo, I put them on front. I have the band moving now, whereas before, everybody just stood still and just played. Well, now I got some action going, which I didn't have before. It seems to help a lot, believe me.
Who does the vocal work?
Junior Arcelo Garcia. He's been with the band for a while now. He's the one of the people who started this whole thing now. Him, well, along with the drummer and the organ player, they're together.
Do you guys write your own material?
All of it. All of it, except for one song in this last album, the third one here, called I Don't Know. We got that from someone else.
Inspiration's got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did the inspiration for you guys come from?
For myself, they come right now from, lately they've been coming a lot from Brazil 66 and musicians like that. And for the band, there's a lot of Latin music happening in the band that they always listen to. They have Duke Ellington. I got two members of the band who've been playing with him. I just got feelings from everywhere, you know, that influence the band.
George, time is telling me that I got to wrap up this show, but you'll be back with us again tomorrow.
I sure will.
That's Jorge Santana of Malo. And I'm Al G, reminding you that it pays to go to meetings in the Army Reserve. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Jorge Santana of Malo. What are some of the places that you're going to be playing?
We plan to come here in a few months at the Academy of Music. And aside from that, if we can get some other jobs in New York, aside from that, we'll be here.
How about colleges? Do you do any?
Oh, we've been doing a lot of that. I mean, as a matter of fact, we just finished West Point and all around Buffalo.
Well, I'm sure that the reaction has been good. What about the turnout? Do you get a full house whenever you guys are playing?
Well, not that much. On the other hand, we don't headline that much. We usually go second headliners because I told the band that we would headline when we felt we were ready.
Yeah.
And I think we're ready, but we're not satisfied that ready. You know, we do the set and it comes out excellent to the way we feel, but we don't think we're ready to headline.
Well, I have to disagree with you.
Well, no, see, a lot of people do. I mean, the promoter says, we want you to headline here, but it says, no, wait a minute. You know, so it's not a thing that we're not ready. We are, but we want to wait a little bit. You know.
I think your latest album kind of disputes what you just said.
Definitely does.
Because the music in your latest album, I don't know, it's there, man.
Yes, but often we go to a lot of places and nobody's heard of Malo, aside from a little bit here on the radio, and that's not enough to pack a place. You know, and when we get there, if they don't know enough of the band, you know, there's no way I can pack the place. And that's the end that I want to make sure it's finished. Then I can say, let's go.
George, let's, we say we come back tomorrow and continue our conversation.
We'll do this.
That's Jorge Santana of the Latin rock group Malo. And I'm Al G, reminding you that it pays to go to meetings in the Army Reserve. We're speaking with Jorge Santana of the Latin rock group Malo. Welcome.
How are you, man?
It's always a pleasure to sit down and rap to you.
It's always nice to be here in New York.
Hey, listen, man, New York loves you. Let me tell you that. And as long as you continue performing musically the way you're doing, I think New York's going to always love you. What's next for Malo?
Well, next is we just finished doing the third album. We just finished rehearsing the band for 3 months solid. And we have a set that we feel we can go out on a tour here in the United States and be satisfied with the set and not have to worry about, any particular song. And now all I have to do is have the manager book the tours.
Well, there are 9 people in your group.
Right.
And I imagine some of the 9 has to be married. Is that right?
Oh, yes. I'm not going to mention names, but...
No, you don't have to mention names. But what happens with the families?
Well, they seem to phone them every night. I mean, there's not one problem that I can think of that anybody will say, I cannot go because my family, and not only the family, they got kids to take care of. Some have to have 4, 5, 3 kids. It hasn't been a problem yet. Everybody, well, that makes it even better. We look forward to going home. I myself not married. Even if I was, I wouldn't.
Okay, well, I guess I can dig that. Hey, listen, it's really been a pleasure
right.
Rapping with you, and I hope the next time you're in New York City that you'll come back again and say hello to us.
I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking with Jorge Santana of the Latin rock group Malo. And I'm Al G, reminding you that it pays to go to meetings in the Army Reserve.